Hey everyone, welcome back to Megopoly, and today we are talking stats. So just about every property you land on in Megopoly is going to have stats associated with it. These are just little details about the building that you don't normally see, but are important to know if you're investing. So let's move to a new space and see what we got. We are at 6160 Whale Way, and there are a couple different stats and buttons on the screen that just help you know what you're doing. So this top one, this little Pac-Man eating a green pellet pie chart, is your personal shares invested in the building. So I currently have 7 shares out of 100 maximum that I have invested into this space. The next one, this little house with the dollar sign, is your rent price. It's how much players pay when they land on it. And then this next one, which is the credit and the coin symbol, is how much it costs to purchase a single share. So it's $4.50. I click on invest. It'll pop up here in the corner. It lets me know I spent 450 credits to buy 1 share. And actually, if we go back here, my shares have gone up to 8. Look at that. So now that I have bought shares, I can check the More Info tab to see a little more details, like behind the scenes, behind the buildings. This menu will tell you what district you're in. I'm in Bayside currently. The other one is Tomorrowtown that we currently have released. The type of building, which is a hotel. If you scroll over a little bit, it is a hotel. The level of building, there are 3 levels total that buildings can be. Currently, it's level 1. The rent price, which was on the front, it's actually also down here on the board itself too, to show you what you're paying when you land on it. The tax rate, which is how much you were taxed when you purchase a share of this property. Shares that I currently own, and then shares that I currently own with and without locks. So if we go back here, add a lock, I currently have actually a ton of locks, so I don't feel bad using them. And this number's gone up. I currently have 1 share with a lock and only 1 lock total. Let's go back to the main screen and see what the share purchasing price is. So it's $4.50 and it can be either credits or coins. Typically, you're going to want to be using credits. Coins are a premium currency, and sometimes you don't really want to spend that unless you want to spend it on something good. So if you click down here into the blue settings icon, go into account details, you can toggle this little bar. And what this does is when it's turned off, you won't use coins to purchase shares. It's as simple as that. With it on and you run out of credits, it'll just default to using your coins, but that's not always the best. This is basically like your profile screen. It again just shows you your CP, which is up here and down here. Your total net worth, which is actually calculated through the total number of like properties and shares that you own and your current credits and coins worth. And then just a couple of stats about you playing the game. My purchasing power is currently 5, which is factored by calculating the total level of all avatars that I have. So come over here to avatars in your yellow inventory box, and it'll show you the avatars you currently own, any VIPs if you have them, and their current levels. So highest right now is Countess D Money, lowest is Smarty Pants. I try to keep them relatively even, but sometimes, you just have a nice avatar you like more than the others. You can toggle the avatar on or off with this button up here, and then it just shows your XP, your current level, the unique number associated with your avatar, how far they've gone, and when you got them. So as of right now, I don't know what my total level is, but it allows me to purchase 5 shares whenever I land on a property. As these levels get higher, I can purchase more shares. Let's go back up here to properties. So on the Properties tab, it'll show you every property that you own across every available district. In Tomorrowtown, I have 6 shares of Astro Ave. And then if you click on the building, it just gives you the same details as you'd find in the More Info tab. The nice thing is I don't have to travel to Tomorrowtown to see these. If I know a specific property I want to look up, I can just find it in here and click on it. And Bayside should be further down here, or unless I scrolled past the title. But it is in here as well. There we go. Look at that. So the other item in our inventory is the item tab. Look at that. Here we show other types of collectibles and items you can use in the game. So we have locks and hammers. I have tons of locks and hammers. Cards, including your thief and revenge cards, which are very valuable. A district relocation key if you have one. And then your chips. There are a couple different levels of rarity to chips. There's platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and copper. And what these mean is if you have a platinum chip, which I currently don't, and you choose to use it, it will downgrade itself to gold, and then gold to silver, all the way down till copper, where if you use a copper chip, it self-destructs or destroys itself. goes away. It gets removed from the inventory and you can't use it again regardless. So let's take a look at this gold chip. This is an experience multiplier. Triples the amount of experience points gained by your avatar on this move. So what you do, go in here, click the experience multiplier chip, and roll your dice. Now that we're here, we gain triple XP for landing on this property, and the chip, if we go back into our inventory, has been removed from gold and is now in silver, added to my silver experience multiplier chips. Other chips that we have are the refresh dice chip, which is really handy if you need to, let's say specifically you need to move only a couple spaces to reach a target, but don't have those dice available. Then if you use the refresh dice chip and roll maybe like a smaller move, you can kind of plan your moves out and make sure you get to specific landmarks or targets that you're trying to hit. Double CP chip is very similar to the experience multiplier. It doubles the amount of CP gained from paying rent on properties, which goes to your personal level. Reverse movement, I think, might be like one of the best chips in the game. It's super powerful, super interesting with its move set, and the target dice will move you backwards instead of forwards on whatever you roll. So if I hit this 11, I go backwards 11 spaces, and then on my next move, I go forward again. It's really handy if you, like, let's say, blow past an airdrop that you really needed to hit because you're running out of time and you're stressed, so you counted wrong, like I constantly do. Or if you're trying to like double up on welcome space bonus credits, you can just keep doubling up on that as long as you got reverse chips. The share discount chip is another one. It gives 10% off when purchasing shares. And then I think these might be the next most valuable chips in the game in terms of usage, and they are a movement bonus. So if I go to use this bronze movement chip, it will add 1 to whatever value of dice that I'm rolling. So if I'm rolling 6, it brings it to a 7. If I'm rolling 11, it brings it up to 12. It's just really handy if you need to make that extra little oomph, but don't want to necessarily re-roll your entire dice tray or use that chip quite yet. And you can add up to 6 spaces to any roll, which is real handy. Double movement, which I have a lot of chips of these because it's like I don't want to use them because they're so valuable, but then I end up not using them. But it doubles whatever you end up rolling. So I've rolled this 5, it's now a 10. If I roll this 11, it's now a 22, which is real handy. We also have rent discount, toll discount, and I think share discount, which I think we saw above. And these all just reduce the amount that you pay when you land or purchase spaces. Let's pop back into avatars real quick, and we can talk about how they actually earn XP. Currently with Smarty Pants, we're sitting at 8,295 XP. We're going to roll this dice, move ahead a little bit, and watch as it goes up to 8,330 XP. So every time you move on a space, you are earning XP. Anytime you're landing on landmarks, you are earning XP. CP is similar, but also a little bit different. It is buying shares and landing on landmarks. CP is very similar. It's when you buy shares or land on landmarks, you're going to earn some CP bonuses. That covers all the stats in the game and everything you need to know behind the scenes for making the best investments as you can. If you have any questions about anything specific, or maybe you feel like I left something out, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will either make a new video or reply to you there, whatever is most convenient or whatever is the most informative. All right, guys, we'll see you around, and we will see you in Megopoly.